Hi, I'm Taylor Wells. Welcome to Best Life Ever. I'm so happy you're here. So on a previous video, I talked about being called up on stage at an Abraham Hicks workshop, during which I asked a few questions, and I talked about how Abraham said to allow others to co-create with me, and therefore, if the universe sends me a publicist, work with the publicist. Don't be so determined to do things by yourself to prove your worthiness, she said. So I am open to all teaching and learning, so I was like, I'm down with that. And so I have this crazy, amazing story to tell. So that was on a Saturday. The day before that, I was at the Boston Harbor Hotel with my best friend from my doctoral program who was treating me to a spa getaway. And I was in the health club, and a gentleman came up to me while I was on the elliptical and said he liked my t-shirt that said Supermom. And then I turned around, and in the back it said supermom.com, and he said, "Oh, is that your company?" And I said yes. And so long story short, he was very nice, and he said, "Oh, you know, I have this company, public relations company, yada, yada, yada." So that he was nice, whatever. And then the next day, went to Abraham. And then about a week, I guess about 10 days later, I just got an email last night. What did it say?
It said he wants to be your publicist.
So it was his, one of his, he has like all these offices. I'm not gonna, should I say his name? Probably not.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this. He has all these offices all over. He has several offices, and he's the CEO. And it was one of his managers from one of his New York office said, "Our CEO told us about you, and we would like to represent you." And they represent all these big names, like people we really respect. So I was just speechless. I was speechless. It was like 10 days after Abraham said that, and when I opened up. So you never know what's coming, right? If you're open.
Yeah, I mean, that's phenomenal to find a publicist at the health club you're staying for a girls get-together spa thing. I don't think that's how you're normally supposed to get a publicist, but it works.
Yeah, and I was open to, he seemed like a nice person, and, and I didn't, it's so funny because I just was talking to a nice person. I didn't think about because at that point, that was the day before Abraham, so I was like, I don't do publicists, right? But
yeah, I mean, rather than do a big, search and be methodical and mechanical about it, ultimately, it is about the connection. I think in some ways, you were both drawn to be in that same space at the same time, and that was an energetic connection that you had, and then it turns out that, oh, there's actually something that he can do for you and you can do for him. I mean, as a publicist, he's happy to have a great client, and you as, with everything you do in the book and the cards, of course, you want a great publicist. So it's about finding that match and that connection.
That's a really good point. Have the best day ever. Namaste.